Yo, your boy Root C back once again, aka Black Caesar, aka Mr. Nerdy Black. I think the last time we was working on getting a dashboard together, and we getting a dashboard together still getting together, but I'm done with it now. So I'm here to show you what updates we got. So let's open it up, shall we? So I can show you what we got going here. And booming. All right, so remember we got the dashboard. You can come here, you connect your wallet. Let's put in my password. We're gonna make this easier. You can mint an NFT. Then when you click on your NFT, you got all these options, right? You can see who owns the NFT, the token pound owner address, right? You can see right here, I'm controlling it. It'll show you what tokens you hold. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the Mint NFT business section now that we just added. So now we got these different business types. Remember the last video I was showing how everything works. So now we just put everything together on the dashboard. You can come here and this is for bulk minting right here. Like if you want to mint more than one, you come right here and you mint. But if you just want to mint one, you can just go ahead and mint one right here. See? You just click it and you just mint. So the businesses, retail business, tech startup, entertainment venue, manufacturing unit, and a financial institution. All these businesses are going to play a role in the Nerdy City game so that, you know what I mean? Like I was saying, you'll be able to sell things like if you got a retail business or if you got a tech startup, you'll be able to do things like mods, entertainment venues. Of course, that's like, if you make music or if you want to throw shows within Nerdy City, you can do that. Manufacturing unit, people that produce things, maybe cars, maybe weapons, you know what I mean? Whatever it may be. And then you got your financial institutions, which can be a diverse group of things within DeFi. Maybe you got a company or a project and you want to integrate it here. You know what I mean? Or you want to be the person that maybe have like a DApp type deal that you want to integrate within. You know what I mean? Or maybe you're a money changer. Figuring all this out as far as the way it's going to be used. I got some notes written down. We're going to go over that stuff later. But right now, I just want to show you. I'll be giving y'all a little bit much about what we got going. But, like in cities, you got to have banks, you got to have different things for people to do different things. So just imagine like a gamified version of it where you're going to be able to actually own these businesses and be able to make money within the game. I mean, once I deploy it, you'll be able to make money now, and do the staking. So you can come here and you can stake your NFTs. You see I got one NFT. If I push claim reward right here, right? You see it says 5 pending rewards you receive. You can claim it from the stake token. What this pending rewards is right here is I had it staked and then I unstaked it, and so it showed up the pending rewards. Like right now, if I go to unstake, oh wait, let's do cancel. If I go to unstake, right? Let's just confirm it. Yeah, good. We'll do this right here in your face so you see pending, still pending, and still pending. It should be done soon. But once it unstakes, the pending reward balance will go up. See? So you can claim your rewards and it shows you how much you get. Why is it less? Because 10% of all the tokens that you claim get sent to the burn wallet. You know what I mean? So if I was to claim this, you would be able to go on the supposed let's just go ahead and confirm it so we can show you guys what's up. Instead of just talking about it, just show you how it works in real time. So basically, when you claim your rewards, 10% of it is burned. Remember, we were talking about all these burn mechanisms and different things like that. Oh, it's indexing. This transaction has been included, reflected in a short while. Okay, so it's not showing right now. But basically what it does is it sends a portion to you, the 90%, and then it takes the 10% and it burns it. So that while they're being while the tokens are being staked, or while the businesses are being staked, you earn the Nerdie Black tokens. And when you claim your rewards, 10% of your fee of your rewards is going to be burnt. And people ask, why did I do that? Well, so that I don't have to burn no tokens. They're just constantly getting burnt. So the token is going away, but there's constantly value being added to the liquidity pool. For instance, with these businesses right here, right? With all of these businesses, anytime you buy one of these, 20% of the fee that you paid to purchase it, so if it's 0.01 or 0.015 or 0.012, right? 20% of that is sent to the liquidity pool for the Nerdie Black token. And what it does is it takes 20%, it buys some Nerdie Black tokens, and then it sends both the equal portion of Nerdie Black tokens and Ether to the liquidity pool and adds the liquidity to it right there. And it's pretty dope, right? And so then once you have an NFT, you can stake it and you receive Nerdie Black tokens, which you just added to the liquidity pool, and then 10% of what your rewards are will be burnt and sent to the burn wallet, which I think is pretty dope. So that's everything that I was working on. It was taking me a while because at first I was trying to do something else. I was trying to have this NFT own the business and stake it. But then I thought, well, what if they want to sell the business and they don't want to have to do an extra transaction to interact with, the blockchain, or to interact with like OpenSea or a marketplace. So I thought, you know what? Let me just keep the businesses. You can't mint the businesses unless you own an NFT. So once you get an NFT, you'll be able to see the NFT details page. And then you can mint your business and you can stake your business right here. But you can't do that unless you own one of these Nerdie Black Syndicate ERC721 but 6551, the token bound addresses. This is his address right here. So I can send funds to him. I can withdraw funds to my wallet, but these are going to be for in-game. And in these businesses, you'll be able to do whatever you want with these businesses. You can own as many of these as you want. And you can own as many businesses as you want right now. I'm thinking about limiting it so that each person can only own maybe 5 businesses for each NFT that they get. So each NFT, you'll be able to hold 5 businesses. You know what I'm saying? And they're all the way up to 10. We've minted all up to 10, so I'm going to give 10 of them away when we launch the project. So the next step is to go ahead and launch all of this stuff on the mainnet. And I'm thinking about doing it on Base, right? These are all the contracts right here. Staking contract, you know what I mean? Talks about the staking rewards and all the different stuff. I'm gonna approve all of these. This is the mock router. I had to make a router, I told you before. Liquidity manager. This is the liquidity manager. So when you buy a business, this is the business. See, tech startup, it has all the information right here. So when you buy a business, right, 20% of the token, see, owner can update the liquidity percentage, and that's all on the back end right here. Or when I approve it, you'll be able to go look at the contract, and I'll be able to make calls on either scan. But when you purchase a business, 20% of it is sent to the liquidity manager, and the liquidity manager then swaps a portion of it for Nerdie Black tokens. See? And then it adds both the Nerdie Black token and the ETH to the liquidity pool address that's input when you deploy this contract right here, right? And then this is the account and the registry. So the registry is so it registers the account, the token bound accounts, so that it creates an address for the ERC 721, which is the Nerdie Black Syndicate characters, right? So that's how it all works. And then with the Nerdie token, 1%, every time you do a transaction with this Nerdie token, the way that the tokenomics is set up, like when you're trading it, if you send it from one person to the next, 1% of the token is burned every transaction. I can change it, of course, to something lower, but that's just an example of 1%. That's what I'm using right now. So anytime you send, it's always going to be 1% less because it's sending a portion of it to the burn token, and all of that is in here. See, and it just sends it amount, burn percentage, transfer function. Yep, burn, success. And I've already seen everything working, but all of that is just done right here. You got a couple of contracts and you make them all work together. Next portion is start actually building out the video game, creating the characters, and creating the gameplay. We're gonna take it one step at a time. First, we're gonna create the world, and then we're gonna create the characters. We start creating the elements that connect the characters with the world, and then we start implementing the gameplay elements and the different things that I got going on. It's gonna be a metaverse essentially where you're gonna be able to go on your phone, your computer, or an Oculus or a game system, and you're gonna be able to interact and do things. Hopefully, I don't know about a game system yet, but I know with the Oculus, with the phone, and with the computer, this is possible already. I already know that. So with the game system, is also possible. It's just, you have to make sure that everything is abiding by the law and all the different stuff that they might have going on. Crypto being a new industry, fairly new industry, mixing crypto with, or DeFi with gaming, you know what I mean? And competitions and different things like that. Of course, you're going to have to give consent to do some of the things that I do, and you're going to have to be of age probably too. You know what I mean? But I'm excited. The next portion, we're going to start building out the video game actually and hopping into some video game building. And so the process is launch the NFT project. Once we launch the NFTs, right? Then we'll launch the token, the Nerdie Black token. Once we launch the Nerdie Black token, then after that, we launch the liquidity manager, right? And mint some tokens, fund the liquidity pool, add that address from the liquidity pool to the liquidity manager. And then we launch the business NFTs, which is the ERC1155, right? And we add the liquidity manager address to the variable where it says the 20% is sent. You send it to the liquidity manager. That's why you need to do the token, then the liquidity manager, then the ERC1155, then the staking contract. And so then once you have the staking and all those things set up, everything works together and it does everything on its own. Let's see. Is it ready? Yeah, see, call claim reward function on. And you see right here, it says from this address, which is the staking contract, to the burn address, and sent 0.627. Remember, it said it has 6, so it sent 10% of the ERC20 Nerdie Black token, and then from the contract to my address. See, and then from the contract, it sent another portion for the transfer for this one. You see what I'm saying? So there's always some tokens getting burned. So when you click on the Nerdie token, you see it's always going down. 6 holders, because it's always getting burned. I think that's dope. I just can't wait to launch this. Speaking of which, that's the next thing I'm gonna need to raise some funds up to figure out how to get this liquidity pool funded, come up with a good metric system. And I'm gonna do a video about the tokenomics and everything next, explaining how everything goes again. Just so you can have it. I just wanted to show the dashboard, but in the next video, I'm gonna go into deep depth about how everything going. So this is exciting. When I got this, I couldn't wait to come and share it. I don't know about you, but when you put your mind to something and then you accomplish it, it just really feels good when something works. And all these functions work. It's so awesome. Also, it tells you how many is remaining right here. There's a few things I gotta fix and gotta check out. Like for instance, when I'm in from here, it doesn't show that I own this one now. But let me see. If I try to stake business type 2, let's see, will it work? Oh, it will work. Okay, cool. So it actually is showing up on my wallet. It's just not registering right here. And it's not registering right here. Because this should show business type 2, and it should show the however many business type 2 I own and the remaining supply with it as well. Right? But it shows you the remaining supply right here. It just doesn't show that you own it. But when you go here and you try to stake, if I didn't own business type 2, it would say that I don't have it, and it would say that, it's gonna, let's see. It would say that it's gonna revert or it's gonna fail because it can't find the NFT in my wallet, right? But you see, it's confirmed. I staked number 2. So like if I go number 3 and I try to stake number 3, this transaction is likely to fail because I don't have a number 3 in my wallet. If I go to number 1 and I stake, I got a number 1, so I can stake a number 1. And also, if you stake multiple NFTs, your rewards goes up. I'll go over all of that in the next video. You know what I mean? But you see, everything works. If you want to mint a business, you just come up here, pick the business number. Business number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's another thing I do. I gotta add the numbers in there, and then I want to be able to show. I wanted it to show the counting, but I think it's good. Like if you just unstake, and see it says staked NFTs 1. I have 2 NFTs staked, and so I just gotta figure out that, and that has to do with when you mint from here, because I minted from here last night and it didn't show up, and it was super late. I had to get to sleep. But 90% hustle, 10% sleep. You feel me? But anyways, that's that, man. Until the next time, deuces. Any questions, hit me up in the inbox. I'm always here to talk. Bless up.